Hi great people, welcome back to my channel. Pauline here. Guys, it's so cold. Like, it's so cold. You have to keep warm. You have to eat and be satisfied. You have to drink and keep warm. The only thing I can tell you for now is just dress warm. Be warm. Like, I feel I'm warm, but I'm not warm enough. Anyway, guys, regardless, we have to go out and work. So welcome back to this channel. Today we're discussing motherhood, and I want us to talk about parenting. Yeah, parenting. When I say parenting, means motherhood. What I've learned in becoming a mom, and as a new mom, it's a roller coaster. So guys, I have to do this. So that's Jay crying. He woke up. The minute he notices that I'm not in bed with him, he wakes up and starts crying. Anyway, now guys, let's talk about motherhood. When I was me, yes, if I say me, I mean when I was a young person. Not that I've not taken care of my siblings, kids, I have taken care of them, but I never knew a lot of things that into details. I just knew that sorry, you have to change the baby pampers or the diapers, you have to feed the baby, you have to wash the baby, and you have to clothe the baby and soothe the baby to sleep. Just that's what I knew. But now when I became a mom, I've come to realize, or I've come to know, that there is a lot more than doing that. The reason why we change diapers, the reason why we feed the baby, the reason why we change baby at this particular time of the day. I'm like, why do we change the baby like so many times? Like, you have to change the baby like 4 or 5 times clothes in a day. And I'm like, but this baby is not walking, he's not doing anything, he's just there. And you have to change the baby like twice, thrice, or 5 times. And I was like, why? No, I've come to learn why. So guys, let me take you through what I've learned in parenting or motherhood as a new mom. Okay, let me show you what I've learned. When it comes to dressing cold for the baby, you just don't have to dress a baby in a swaggerific manner in the morning or at night. The baby needs to be warm and comfortable. That comfort, that's why you put the baby on a romper, a warm romper if it's cold, or a light romper when it's warm. So the baby has to be comfortable. If you're not going anywhere, let the baby stay with a romper. Let the baby be free. You don't have to put a 2-month-old or a 1-month-old. You start dressing them in jeans and these shirts or mini sweatshirts or something of the sort, shorts and everything. You have to keep the baby warm. You have to dress the baby in rompers. So I didn't know that before. So I used to see my sister or my brother's kids wearing rompers, and I'm like, why don't you put these kids jeans or something fashionable? But now I come to understand it comes to the baby's comfort and warmth of the baby, and how the baby will, like, what's the situation? Can I stay with a jeans, shorts or jeans for a 2-3 months old baby? And only dress the baby when you're going out somewhere, like you have an event, you're going somewhere and you need the baby to dress nicely. That's when you dress the baby in more fashionable clothes, but also comfortable, for the baby to be in comfort the whole day without crying or making you feel bad. Okay, so another thing about it's about diaper change. Okay, for me, diaper was like, okay, I changed diapers, but I used to feel ew in my heart. Like, I had a black heart. I never thought it's that comfortable, like changing a diaper. And so me changing as I've said, my siblings' kids, changing their diapers, I would change because I am that courageous person. I'll change. But inside my heart, I'm like, the poop, the everything. But when it comes to susu or poo or pee, I would change easily. But when it comes to poo, it would to like give me a black heart. But currently, when I'm doing that for my baby, I have no choice. I have to remove, like, I have to change the diaper. So, and I don't feel anything, even if it touches my skin when I'm changing. I don't feel like before I would feel like, I don't want, like, well, it's so bad. But this time when I'm changing it, I'm just comfortable. Even if the baby pees on me, or when I'm changing the diaper, it happens to touch my skin or my hand, I'm like, I'm okay, I'm comfortable, regardless, it's my baby, so I'm okay with that. And another thing about the diaper, I never knew that Even if the baby has not pooed, you should change the diaper. So long before, I used to think that when the baby has peed and you have to wait until the baby poops, that's when you have to change the diaper. But now I've come to realize that with every feeding, every sleeping time changing and everything, you have to change the diaper to avoid the baby to get rashes or to have that skin burn from either the poop or the pee, Yeah, so that's what I didn't know about the diaper change. Another thing, I never knew why the baby cries all the time. And for me, baby crying, in fact, even when I got my own baby, my baby cried for some time. And I never knew what was the problem because I'm like, you guy, you don't talk. So how am I going to know your problems? If you have a problem, maybe God drop a sign for me to know why the baby is crying. Until I was told that if you see the baby is crying, maybe 3 things or 4 things are happening. Either diaper change, or it's warm, it's hot for the baby. So if he wants to be removed some clothes to keep just light, it's too hot for the baby, or the baby is hungry, or the baby is sick. So I'm like, how will I even know when the baby is sick? How will I know the baby wants to be removed some clothes? How will I know the baby is like, So I came to know, if you see the baby crying so much, try do those things. Change the diaper, remove some clothes. If you've overdressed your baby, like reduce some clothes or remove the baby some clothes. And then what else? We said feed the baby. Yes, you feed the baby. Make sure your baby is feeding like well and is becoming satisfied. Then if you do all those and still the baby is crying, just know that there is a problem. The baby is not feeling well. Maybe the tummy is not okay for the baby, because like yesterday I've seen my baby behave like that. We had a jab yesterday, and my baby has been crying so much. For me, I knew it's because of the heatness or the fever that comes with the jabs. So I've been giving Calpol, yeah, to reduce the pain and the fevers and everything. And the baby slept well. So we are okay. So I've come to learn that those things you have to be keen on, those are the most things. Another thing I've come to learn is that when you feed the baby and the baby burps on you, like, to me that was so disgusting. But currently, and I think I take everything that the baby comes with the baby, like the baby peeing on you, the baby puking at you or throwing that milk out on you, the baby pooing on you and everything, all these kind of things. When you're changing the diaper, if you're too slow, like sometimes I get so slow changing the diaper, and the baby tends to release the pee or maybe poops again when I've not even changed. I'm like, I've come to understand all those things are things that comes with parenting. And now being close to the baby, I've come to understand that small kids are so adorable and amazing. The reason why I'm saying this is because currently when I walk in the streets or when I'm walking around and I see small kids, I feel as if I've seen my baby Jay, and I feel so connected with the babies, and I'm like, oh, the baby looks adorable. If the baby has challenge, you just feel remorseful. Like there is this day I was walking in the streets and I saw a parent carrying a baby who was differently able, and I felt so like it touched me. It's just that I didn't have courage to say hi or anything, but I felt challenged, and I thanked God for my baby, and I prayed for that baby in my heart and said, God, don't let that baby suffer. Provide for the family, provide for the mom, give them strength to be able to see the baby through. And it touched my heart. So I'm currently feeling connected to kids so much that if something happens to them, or I see a baby crying or being beaten, or the baby in the streets walking naked or begging for food, I just feel, especially those women who sit on the streets and they're begging for money, and we tend to feel these people come from Tanzania and they're begging for money with small kids. Now, exposing that baby to the cold and those harsh environment, to me, it feels so bad. Before I couldn't see that, but currently I feel it's not worth it. It's not worth it for that baby to be in such a condition. But regardless, the baby has to survive. Maybe the mom knows what to do. Yeah, the mom has hacks on how to treat their baby. So for me, parenting is becoming sweet. Every day I'm enjoying it. Every day I'm learning new things. I can say right now, if I'm given another baby, Like if I'm given another baby to take care of, I would be like not 100% perfect, but I would be perfect on it. I wouldn't like jungle here and here to know what is wrong with the baby. About feeding, I make sure my baby is fed well. My baby is satisfied so that there's no this baby crying all the time, being fussy, and you understand how babies behave when they're hungry. So I make sure my baby is satisfied. Yeah, and I know what to feed so that the baby can have enough. So motherhood is doing its justice. And also for mothers, I would like to tell you, don't just let yourself be free. Like kujiachilia, there are those parents or moms who feel that now I've given birth, I need to relax and look just like that. You just wear t-shirts and kind of things, and you're just there. You're just there. At least you need to stand up, you need to dress nicely, you need to look smart, you need to all that, put makeup. Even if you're not a makeup person like me, you need to be like smart. At least even if you're not going anywhere, you need to be smart and be you. Don't be, what do we call it, don't let yourself be like a mom, like you just let milk, you're smelling everything together. It's so disgusting. Yeah, so you better be smart. So guys, I didn't have a lot. I was just talking about those few things that I've learned in parenting, and I hope if you have any other type of hack or something about parenting that I still don't know, can you comment down below? Let me know. Share with me your knowledge, share with me your ideas. Let me know. Maybe I've confused somehow, or maybe I do something wrongly that I should know. Please guys, don't forget to comment that and share it with me. Thank you so much for also the advices you've given me from my previous video. And I'm taking notes guys. I'll still see my gyna. I'll change my dress code, I'll change my shoes, I'll change my dieting. I'll also try and check on it. I'll try walking a lot. So guys, you've given me so many advices. I'm going to look at them, and I will evaluate all of them. I'll try and do all of them to see if my legs will be okay. For my health and the depression part of it, you also guys spoke about it. I'm still learning through it. I'm still reading through the comments. Guys, I don't take that for granted. I appreciate so much, and I hope things will be fine soon. Yeah guys, so let me leave you. I'm rushing out. I'm going to work, and I'll be back soon with another video. Until the next one,